left in the dark. I know. I don't. Don't know why I couldn't think better. He's not so smart.
It's okay, because apparently I didn't.
Yeah, maybe it was something you ate. You guys dim sum?
Oh, I had pizza.
Wait. Then mommy.
So that your mother.
No.
Yeah, see that.
Yeah. Oh, stream bats running.
Ooh.
All right. Do we have sound though? That's the big question. Do we have sound? We have sound. All right. Go to this one. Squish. Squish. All right. Let's do this thing. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we are back to working on this great big blue project of mine. It's going to be a pillow when it's finally done, and that's just it's just taking forever, guys. I don't know. But it's really coming in pretty close, and I'm taking steps to try to speed things along because basically I'm down to only having to change out two more colors. One of them is this darker color that is the color that is used the most in this whole thing, and that's what we'll be changing out tonight. And then the next darkest color will be in the next pass. So I'm going about it in a way where I'm only going to just do one diamond as I go down the road, so that way I can kind of make it go a little bit faster. So that's the plan. Like always, if you're here while the stream is live, you have a chance to win at the secret word game. One of these bracelets was provided by Minute Craft, and the other was from me, and I would really love to see somebody win that thing. So come in, chat, hang out with us, keep the conversation going, and win something cool. So like I was saying, we are going to be adding strings. So the big thing here is I have to fill out the diamond, and then as I bring in the dark blue, that's where I change these out. So that's tonight's plan. Not a whole lot else going on with akaawol and the website or anything. We haven't done any patterns. I was gonna try to put together some colors this week and maybe get my wife started on the kumis to make a small bag, but I never got around to figuring out what my taste in colors was gonna lead me towards. I have so much string on hand, and I really it's almost like overwhelming it sometimes when you're looking at it and you're trying to figure it out. But the other part that kind of throws it off is if you're going to make a small bag, you need at least a certain number, like 6 or 8 skeins of each of the colors, which I don't necessarily have that of every color. So it comes down to, you start seeing something you like, but then you find out you don't have enough string to actually achieve it. And yeah, I've got too much string to be thinking about going and buying more just because, I get an idea for a project or something, so especially something so small. Although I have to admit, saw my wife throwing out some bags here today. We were kind of cleaning house and trying to get things together. and realized that, yeah, maybe she could use a bag. Maybe, kind of, I don't know, kind of iron out what sizes she might really like. And maybe we'll throw something together for her again. I don't know. We'll see. Again, it comes down to how much string do I have of given colors that would make it work out pretty good. So as you can see, it doesn't take very long to actually do one of these little squares, which is nice because, you know, we kind of want to see the progress getting made, right? Oh, I didn't start the music. Hang on. Like, why is it so quiet? That's why. Yeah, I know, right? If I could get, um, I don't know, I don't even care who gives me the sponsorship. If I could get one of the string manufacturers to do it, I'd be on it like you can't even imagine. I thought about it too because, like, back in the day, I had I got sponsored. Well, I've done it twice now. Did twice where the somebody gave me enough string to actually produce a bag with it, and then I shipped it back to them to do as a giveaway. That turned out actually kind of cool. That was pretty dope. Kind of like to do something like that, but actually get paid a little bit as well because I put in a lot of work into those, and they end up, with the grand prize or whatever. So I don't know, just kind of weird. Did he say specific? What? Trying to confuddle me?
You haven't been keeping up with my post.
Oh, that one I saw. Okay. So yeah. So one of the things we were kind of talking about before that was coming up and has happened is my father-in-law. He has gone off to the Philippines. So we're kind of excited about the whole prospect of doing some home renovations. That's kind of what prompted the whole cleaning out the bags and everything. It's been pretty awesome. So hopefully everything's going well over there. He's behaving as if he could. But hopefully everything is smooth. Meanwhile, that might have a direct effect on how much of my projects I'm going to get accomplished each week. Um, because I am having to dedicate a number of hours every day to trying to get some of this renovation going. So I don't know if you saw that, but in that short little time of the bringing these strings down, I've replaced 2 strands. And now I can work on the next section. So basically, I'm trying to take the fastest path to get to the other side with this. That's my... Yeah, Dad is globetrotting. Was a little worried at first that he was going to drag his feet about going, because he'd made up some kind of weird story that he was going to go after having some kind of eye surgery and make it easier for him to be able to see, because what was the point of going away when you're nearly blind? And I don't even know like how he got this story that he was going to have his eyesight back. But whatever, had to break it down that, yep, here it's the day we fly, and what about my eye surgery? And, like, there wasn't any eye surgery, you know. But then he kind of, okay, whatever, and went along with it. So yeah, I was picturing him dragging his feet and not wanting to go. So yeah. Yeah, but he was sort of, I don't feel like going anywhere, and I don't want this, and yeah. But in the end, he was pretty cool about it. So this is kind of chugging along. I'm kind of pleased with where this is going. So it's kind of quiet around here tonight, which is sort of weird. Oh, so next week we'll have, yeah, right. So next week, I will have a new tattoo going in here. I'm getting an old English letter D to kind of say where I came from. Even though I lived in the burbs most of my life, I did actually live in the city for a bit. Yeah, with some of the projects. Yeah, I still am going to get some string out and get something else going on the clipboards. So I don't know what, but there will be other projects happening. I'm still doing the thing where I make sure that I take the longer of the white strands, because I don't want to run out. I haven't had to replace them at all so far, but if I take and tie the knot with the shorter one, I could end up running it out. So yeah. the ambient music that you love? Cool. It's nice and relaxing. Yeah, I've tried some lo-fi. I've tried some various ones. This one's the ambient, I think, which is very relaxing. Yeah, it's hard to find copyright-free music to actually use in these things. I have behind me, right there, is a guitar, and I have a thumb harp and some other stuff I could play around with, and possibly record my own tracks. I've been thinking about doing that, and then I could have some kind of like a lo-fi, whatever, jam in the background. And I have a cool amp right there that has all kinds of cool pedal effects, so I can make like really cool, dreamy effects, you know. Maybe after the house gets the renovation. Rocksmith? Are they're copyright free for streaming? Yeah, Rocksmith is not, according to Spotify, is not a copyright free thing. Oh, hey, Rainbow. I'm sorry you didn't get to go hang out. That's unfortunate. You're gonna have a good time out with your mate. Doing good. I'm making a mad dash in doing a single row to change out this darkest color so that way I can get on with this project. I have just 2 colors left to replace. I'll do a quick row with this one, and then the next row will be the other color, and that should take me all the way to the end of the project. So yeah, it's come a long way. It really has. You can't even, let's see if I can play with the camera here a second. It just keeps going. That's, yeah. I have made a lot of progress. I was just telling Mandy, for some strange reason, it is far from square. It is not, I don't know where tension got askew, but it's not very square. So yeah. But after I run it through the washing machine, I'll kind of pull and stretch and try to get it to as square as I can, you know. Oh no, this one's gonna be a pillow. It's like, there we go. That's what the first pillow looked like, so it's gonna be about the same size as that one. That's the plan. It was so weird. It didn't want to jump to that one. There's Mandy. Yeah, just a pillow, just something to throw on the couch. I'm gonna do a couple more after this of the pillows, but I think I'm changing the size and shape of them a little bit smaller, kind of rectangular things. So they'll go a whole lot quicker. It's not for the purpose of going quicker. I just thought it would look kind of cool to have different sizes and shapes sitting on the couch. So yeah. Oh, you hadn't seen that one? Yeah, that was a number of weeks before this project and the other smaller bag project. That was like the flavor of the month. I like those houses that have that like Moroccan look. I guess it's Moroccan. Is it Moroccan? I don't know. The houses where it's all like there's so many pillows and people can just like grab them up and go sit on the floor or whatever with them, and it just looks cool. I love that look. The only thing that could have made this cooler, and if anybody's thinking about doing this yourself and you want to up the game, the one thing I can say is the lightest color in this has not needed to be changed in all of there. Like I have replaced every other color in this whole project, but not this one. Right? There are 16 skeins of each color. So that means there were 16 skeins of this white. If I had used DMC's glow in the dark string for those whites, at night there would just been a whole little sea of these little dots lit up at night. I think it would have looked so cool and so much fun. So yeah, it would have cost an extra $16 to do it, but it it would look really really cool at night. Just all these little dots, and the way the pillow bends and twists or whatever, you're gonna see that in the form of dots. It would have been dope. That would be the one thing, if I could change up anything, the lightest color would be the glow in the dark, because I think that would have made a really neat thing. Mind you, the only people that ever see it would be me and Mandy, right? Because here at late at night with the lights out. But it'd still be cool to look over there every night. Get up to go to the toilet and you see the pillows just glowing there. I don't know. So, to me, when I think a cushion on a couch cushion is part of the couch itself. It's the piece that you can lift off when you're digging around to see where the change went to. The pillows are the things that sit on top that you can use for like taking a nap. So that's where I draw the line. Put pillow versus cushion. No shortage of bungs? Oh, right. Hippie homes. I get it. Yeah, well, considering once upon a time I was a bit of a hippie, and that was my influence. So, yeah, it can't be a cushion. It just doesn't, that doesn't make any sense. That's as annoying as my argument about spatulas. I really, there are certain words need differences, but okay. What's the definition of throw pillow? I want to see definitions here, damn it. No, it's not. Why are you? Who are you and what have you done with my wife? No. Bad Mandy. They do. They have to. What's a throw pillow? You've got a computer. What's a throw pillow? It's not a cushion. What's it say?
Definitions.
It's throw pillows. They're actually the things. No, see, it doesn't say cushion. It just says throw pillows. See?
That's because those are rather
See? It's
not right.
Well, I'm not British either, so fuck it.
I didn't say you were. I said I was brought up
That's
with British English.
the the problem here is if you're trying to differentiate between one and the other, like if you say it's under the pillow versus it's under the cushion, you would actually know where to put your hand to actually do the search because they are two completely separate things. But that's fine that you're I mean, you guys say chest of drawers when it's just a dresser. I don't know. Or it's in the boot. We would say it's in the trunk. But in this case, I think that the throw pillow makes way more sense because it differentiates an actual between two things that are very close. The one thing that both forms of English have faltered on, though, if we're going to have a thing about words, this spatula, right? There's the thing that you use to flip the eggs, right? That's a spatula. But the thing that you use to get the last of the peanut butter out of the jar, yeah, that's a spatula too. They're totally, completely different. There's no reason why those both should have the same name. They're totally different. They don't do the same thing. Irritates me. Anyway, so yeah, it's been kind of weird with Dad not being here. Have to admit, since it's just Mandy and myself, like keeping up on the dishes has been really easy. Cleaning behind ourselves and stuff. It's just sort of, it really seems very, very different. Hey, John. Yeah, I'm really happy with the colors that were chosen for this. Reminds me I should probably do something in Patreon to let everybody know what the colors and stuff I used were. Because for the life of me, I have no idea. Yes, Dad is away. He left on Thursday. Thursday. Oh, you'll have to you'll have to look at TikTok. Wait, let's see if I can. See if that works.
Oh, you need all the signals.
Oh yeah. Hey, the bot actually did a thing though. In the video, it's worth noting the caregiver is the one pushing dad in the wheelchair, and she is absolutely dying. Mind you, I'm not sure, I haven't had like headphones on to check out the audio, but some random American walking by went nice or some nice job or something.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
didn't hear it.
Ray was dying when she heard that too, and she asked to make sure that to see if I had heard it. Like, yeah. I was that kind of brought me back to reality that
I was
yeah,
hoping
I was
you
being
felt-
watched. Yeah. I had been teasing the caregiver for weeks. Whenever she would talk about, you know, going on the trip and stuff, I would just start doing this little happy dance. And she, you know, we were teasing at the airport saying, "Are you going to miss the happy dance? You won't be able to see it." And Mandy said something about recording me doing it just so that way she could remember and have a nice time, you know, remembering me being silly. So I'm like, all right, get the camera, let's just do this. And yeah, little impromptu action at the airport. Yeah, he's going away. He can't see. He has no idea what is in store. He doesn't get to boss people around and tell them to, you know, this is my house, get out. So yeah, we got a video back from the night that he arrived, and he was in a great mood. He was the center of attention. The whole family rallied around him and just having a grand old time. So um, I suspect there's no reason to have to worry about him. But he had some home cooked food and said that, you know, well, I ate it all. Of course it was good. You know, I did eat it. So that seems to be going in our favor, you know. And I guess they're planning on taking him to places like going to the beach and things like that. So I mean, he's gonna have more activities and more out and about than he had even here. So in the long run, it's probably gonna be better off for him. Mind you, to get an idea as to kind of how far his Alzheimer has progressed, earlier that same day, his grandson came over to give him the announcement that he's engaged, and Dad asked if he was 17. His grandson is 35. So, I mean, yeah. Yeah. You should see the pictures that we photoshopped him in. It's completely the Weekend at Bernie vibes. Turns out the house that the caregiver's mom is at has chroma green walls. So I've been playing around with that. Remind me later, I'll show you. Those are great.
Scroll next to see the rest.
So this is when we got back this picture, I was like, oh heck yeah. So now he's chilling at a beach and wait, they went to go see the Taj Mahal and what? International Space Station. Oh, now he's off on the roller coasters. Well, good for him. So yeah. Yeah, Hawaiian shirt would probably make that just a little bit more of a selling point, right? Yeah. Anyways, it was just too much fun. We had talked about it at the restaurant. So Mandy's sister showed up to see her dad off, and while we were sitting at the restaurant, we were saying that the caregiver could just, basically Photoshop him in various scenarios at the beach or whatever, and we would just be like, "Cool, he's at the beach." And it was kind of a joke that he could be pretty much be made to look like he's anywhere, including the space station. So when I saw the green wall, I was just like, oh well, I guess he'll be going off and doing that now. Um, did a kind of recently. She had a. Was that last week that she had a headache? Yeah. Yeah, we do. What other big things we got going on? So yeah, we're gonna be renovating the house a bit. That's gonna take up a bunch of time, possibly keeping me away from my nuts. Although I'm trying to kind of not let any one thing dominate a day, so that way I don't end up like with my back hurting. So that's kind of a thing that's going on around here. What else? Been kind of thinking about how to, like, what other kind of projects we should make. Like, I can see like Mandy could use like a bag of it that's sort of small and whatever. That'd be fun. Hey, you got the 8 ball to work. How is that happening? Oh, god damn it. I get distracted and didn't replace the string. 8 ball works. That's cool. The bot was out doing his hustle. Nice. Alright. Back on track. Changing colors, making it nice. Nice. Are we already at that point of the evening where we start talking about food? Because I'm a little bit better prepared for it today. We had Little Caesars for dinner. I had the cheesy stuffed crust with sausage and pepperoni, onion, mushrooms. Pepperoni, onion, mushrooms, sausage. What else?
Caps.
Capsicums, green peppers. Yeah, it was so good. Oh, funny thing happened this week. So I had a doctor's appointment, so we were out, and it was just absolutely pouring rain. So we booked a car to take us home, and it turns out the person driving is one of our neighbors who used to see us out and about quite frequently, and not so much as of late. I was like, she had been afraid that maybe we moved away or whatever, but she totally knew us and knew where we lived before even like the app told her where she was taking us. It was possibly one of the most creepy things. Like, yeah, we don't see you so much anymore. I'm like, well, you kind of became shut-ins with the whole COVID thing or whatever, I guess. But yeah, totally weird. I'm not sure that would be necessarily our first. We uh we were one time featured in a newspaper, and one of our neighbors saw us going by, and we're like, said something about it. It was a great story, and we are like, excuse me? Yeah, you know, it was a great story. You guys in the paper, and we're like, oh, thank you. Like, so weird, so random. We had a time when we went. Do you remember that when we went to was it Chingay? Chingay is this like parade thing that goes on around the Chinese New Year stuff. So we went down to Chingay, and this girl was like, "Oh, it's you two. I'm a huge fan of you guys." Yeah, yeah. I don't know where she learned about us or whatever, but yeah, yeah. It's some kind of something. I'm not sure what. Oh, and there was another couple who recognized us and stopped and said that they knew us from when we were getting our wedding certificate or license or whatever it was that we needed, and that they were in down there at the office the same day, and they recognized us from that. That was like, yeah, we're recognizable. That's the given. We don't necessarily recognize everybody else back, though. That's the problem. Why am I suddenly picturing Boris and Natasha? Do you get that reference? Boris and Natasha? No? Look up Boris and Natasha. Just do a Google image search. Exactly. They had the height difference and everything. They were spies. Moose and squirrel were always, they're foiling their plans. You kind of go all dad joke on him? What? What? Speaking of dad jokes, at the airport, I asked Mandy's nephew, who is like, what now? He's 8 years old. I asked him what was easier than taking a plane to the Philippines, and he did not know the answer to this. So I told him letting the plane take you to the Philippines. They. Oh, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. This is the coolest darn thing. And if I could get one of these made in plastic, I would totally dig it because this is that weird cardboardy stuff, and I'm afraid of it getting wet and not laying flat. But it's a whole calendar from January to December, and it does all the dates. Like today's date here is the 22nd, right? I can actually flip this one now. It's the 23rd. To get to the 24th, which is under here, I'd have to move all these pieces around and find out what's the correct combination. But this thing is just the coolest thing ever, man. It's like the little mind teaser puzzle I do in the mornings now. No, apparently not. Has it been 3 weeks already? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's starting to grow out. There's like a gap down at the bottom now. Yeah, the first day after getting it done, I came here and was doing a live stream, and I was barely through the whole, we've got the secret word game and blah 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 blah, and they're like, dude, what's with the nail? Like, I was hit immediately. That was so yeah. The the artist who did this is going to be doing my tattoo next week. So, seeing as how she can freehand a smiley face so well, even down to it's got like the little focus, damn it. Got the like the little lines on the side. It's so focused. There it is. So yeah, if she can do that good on there, I'm sure my tattoo is going to be amazing. What's with the googly eyes? You guys gonna stick googly eyes on this? On the forehead. Should put the googly eyes up here so when I look down, yeah, put a little smile up in here. Right. That reminds me, I can put my shin chan back now that I've turned off the zoomy effect. You know, I'm imagining somebody watching this video at a later date and they're going to think that we are basically all insane. Not that I'm going to, argue for the counterpoint to that, but yeah. God bless it. I'm going to raise the work up just a little bit because I'm having trouble pulling the strings through. So I guess I do know. Okay, you guys were talking about the difference between pillows and cushions, and I do know of one American thing that kind of makes room for that. So basically, you should not challenge death to a pillow fight unless you're prepared for the repercussions. Yeah, if you get hit with as many dad jokes and puns and various things of that nature, yeah, your eyes would just probably roll too. It's just like, oh, there he goes again. I'm afraid to ask what those are because my first thought was yo mama jokes. Like, yo mama's so fat when she sits around the house, she sits around the house. Okay, Phil, what is a mom joke? Are we talking some of the breast jokes ever? I don't know where that came from. It kind of was the reason why I had to get the Mandycam, because I felt like you guys were missing out on a big part of the whole why I make as many jokes as I do. Because I too enjoy the eye roll. Why do I feel like you just took a big bong rip before you came up with that idea? Like, what we need? Oh, Phil, you're thinking so too old fashioned here, man. You're glue and tape. What we need is for me to get a tattoo in this color on the top of my head. All right? Nice little chroma green. The bot's not in my own personal control, like, except for this one. That was all me there. Yeah, there is a script. There is something that OBS can do that actually try to blank out like stuff except for the face or whatever. But in order to do the top of my head, something different, I think you would have to have some kind of a green effect there in order to really pull it off well. Yeah, what you can do in editing versus what you can do live, there's a big difference. Like my whole intro, the whole little song and everything else, like, yeah, that's the kind of stuff you can do in editing, but that's relatively impossible live. Oh, and if anybody, out of curiosity, either you guys or anybody else, anybody that knows where to get this like glow in the dark string like this, um, the only thing that was wrong with this one was the lengths were 1 meter long, which, if you've been doing bracelets for any length of time, you know those are pretty short strings. In fact, this is why the bag is as small as it is. Um, I would like to find some at least 8 meter lengths, if not longer, because glow in the dark stuff is kind of cool. Yeah, likewise, because I'm not sure actually how much they go for here. I know the regular DMC is $1 here, so I'm gonna guess that glow in the darks are probably $2. So yeah, I guess if you were gonna do a pillow like this and you're gonna make the lightest color the lighter one, it would be $32 difference. Still say it'd be worth it. If every one of these little tiny dots here at the lowest point glows in the dark, like $32, it'd still be worth
Yeah,
it, I
that's
think.
a sign of the string.
Yeah, it would have distorted things a little bit, but it would have been all right. I heard that.
Did you see that?
Oh, right. Yeah, we used to play with those. Actually, there's a filter for OBS where I could hit a button and basically have Snapchat filters on me appear. But I was like, that's just too weird, too, like, unless there was like a particular effect that kind of made sense, but I couldn't think of anything. Like, it's just too weird.
It's Halloween next week.
That's true. Yeah. So I didn't clip the strings from the last time I changed up string. So now when I'm trying to reach through and grab these ones that I'm replacing, there's like this whole wad of all the string from before back there, which is really kind of annoying. But the reason I didn't do it was because I didn't like move down all that far from where they got added. And I like there to be a bit of a gap just so that it just makes it easier so you're not like accidentally picking up the wrong thing and cutting strings that you actually need. So yeah. Basically, it's probably going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Oh, the wall behind Mandy is on wheels. And actually, it would probably chroma blue pretty well just as it is. It's an airplane trolley. Like, if you've ever been on a flight, you know this is where the drinks come from. It's even got the little trays that hold the drinks, and it's got up at the top, it's got like these little slidey, skinny drawers that you put the dry ice in. It's pretty dope. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm kind of half tempted in getting on some drinks right now. Yeah, it is full of string. Very, very full of string. And it's not the only string in the house, which makes it really messed up. Because there is a trunk that's also full of string. I think that's pretty much it. Mostly it. But yeah, there's a lot of string in this house. But inside there too is like all the bobbins for putting the string on. There's little tiny tote thingies that, you know, one of them, like two of them are like the whole color palette of what I can purchase from my one supplier. Extra clipboards. Just general useful stuff. Yeah. So the hats are still over there. The bot is reminding about the merch. That's one of the merch things. Where's the other one? What's the other? Is it this one? No. Honestly, don't remember where the other button is for this one. No. There. That's the other merch. I just actually wore the "Don't Get Your Strings in a Bunch" t-shirt, this one, when I went to my doctor's appointment the other day. I kind of get it. I'm just asking for people to go and be like, oh, you're that dude. Yeah, the hat is pretty dope. I actually got the red one. It's around, right around the corner if you could grab it. Outside around the corner. So yeah. Wait, can I do the just me? So yeah, it's a little wrinkled up from sitting around or whatever, but the stitching on it, man, absolutely amazing. It is dope. But the lighting in here is not primed for wearing hats. I could really go for sterilizing some tomato juice and a dash of hot sauce. Yeah, I have yet to get myself any equipment to be able to play with VR. Kinda disappointed in myself. Like, I'm used to be like king of all new tech. But yeah, I've kind of dropped the ball on that one. I know darn well I'd probably really enjoy it, and I know that there'd be a lot of fun things to mess around with and do. But for some strange reason, I guess it's the whole like because my phone is a Xiaomi, it's not like, you know, you can necessarily get a case that was built specifically for my phone.
Think the VR front is the
Where?
position.
Yeah, there's a difference between playing VR at home and playing VR on a cruise in front of other people who might have phones with video recording capabilities. Yeah. When you say it, like when you raise your hand to that, okay, wait, let's put you back. Whoops, put you back on screen. So when you raise your hand, like, yeah, you with the, it does not give me the confidence that I can be safe even in my own home with the VR without the possibility of the entire world seeing.
Maybe that's why you don't have
That might be why I don't have VR. Yeah. Yeah, I can just imagine like Mandy knows all the little things that would like set me off. So setting me up into a VR and then recording how I act. Yeah, I imagine there could be some pretty hilarious content created. Yeah, that's the bot sold me out, man. Well, guys, I have gotten further than I ever thought I was going to tonight. I got enough string to add up one more of these. Well, enough string cut, that is. I have enough string to do the whole rest, but I figured I'd cut up 8 skeins. And, yeah. I kind of knew that chugging along would be a little bit faster, but I didn't expect it to go quite this fast. uh, do what? Bill's been busy playing with his bits. See, that was a joke that really bites. B-Y-T-E. Bits. Okay. Kind of felt like I almost had to explain that one. It was like my jokes would be counted in teraflops. Yeah. Nice. Well, guys, there we are. I'm farther ahead than I ever thought I would get tonight. So this is basically all the string I have cut up for tonight. So before I go, I want to thank my patrons for their support, keeping this channel going and helping to keep the website up. So that's been awesome. And thank you guys for hanging out with me here tonight and giving me somebody to chat with and making this a heck of a lot of fun. I will be back next week, hopefully with a lot of progress. We'll see how that goes, considering. Um, and possibly, maybe we'll get started on a new project. We'll have to see how that goes. I haven't picked out the colors yet. Once I have the colors, then the rest is kind of easier. But it's a matter of having enough of the string and those colors to make that happen. So we'll see how that goes. But that's it for tonight. So, as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.